The first presenter is Berte Reyes. Will you come forward, Berte? Thank you. Berte is a doctoral student in the English department in the program of Rhetoric, Composition, and the Teaching of English. And the title of Berte's presentation is The Smart Ways to Play at Hate.
So hi, I'm Berte, and today I'm going to talk about hate, because I hate a lot of things. I hate kale. I hate people who don't go at a green light. I hate myself. That last one's not true, honestly. I'm actually think I'm pretty neat. But did you notice the small intuitive difference in how you understood hate when I moved from objects to people to myself? I made the same claim for all three. I hate them. But there's just this difference in gravity, scale, and concern when I move across hatreds. The problem is that too many models of addressing hate tend to collapse them. They treat all hate as just an individual bad feeling, something that a person can resolve by just keeping an open mind and trying to love a little more, which basically treats one person's hatred of an ethnic group the way you would treat my hatred of kale. This is especially a problem because hate movements tend to operate off of the idea of love of oneself and one's community. Love and hate aren't opposed forces, they're actually working simultaneously to mobilize people towards acts of violence. That's why I argue that if we mean to stop the spread of hate movements, it's necessary to understand those intuitive differences and figure out what people really do when they hate. So that's my research. I look at authors online as they create a shared us, construct a nefarious them, and persuade an audience that they are worth hating. Because these online communities have a tendency to launch harassment campaigns, I'm keeping the specifics of my research confidential at this time. But suffice it to say, I dig through a lot of toxicity in my day, which is how I figured out that hate isn't toxicity. It's also not bigotry, it's not violence. These are parts of a greater whole and can signal that hate is at play, but they aren't really the thing in and of itself. They aren't what I'm trying to understand. My research actually leads me to an admittedly jargony definition, where hate is interactional and subjugation-oriented antipathy. To clarify, that's a sense of againstness towards another aimed at controlling them, which manifests in social interaction. Okay. Hate isn't just this personal feeling, it's an action being performed. So-called race science, where racist myths are given charts and graphs to give them the veneer of scientific credibility, that's an act of hate. I look at polite animosities like that, as well as legislation and policy, to understand how hate is performed and normalized. What are the rhetorical tactics people use to make hate seem natural? My interest in understanding how hate is performed is to make changes to law and policy so that hate crime laws can focus less on individual bias and more on individual action, and so that hate speech policies don't spend so much time looking at just individual slurs, but also take those polite hatreds into account. This way, it'll be possible to create more forward-thinking and longer-lasting practices which can stop the spread of hate in the future. Thank you.